Brakes and finishing kit all came off my current downhill bike. Grips are looking a bit shabby. I don't know where I've got them. They were nice when I had them. They're the Census and Andrea Lacondegui. This is the Bosch grips. They were great when they were new. They're getting a bit worn out now. I've had them for a while. But on my jump bike, I have the ODI long neck mushroomy ones with the flange. I got no shifter because she's single speed. I've got no dropper post because it's a downhill bike. So these are going to be perfect. Glad I got those. Yeah, so the S36, the On1 S36, still 3/4 built up. She hasn't got wheels anymore. She hasn't got any brakes. She doesn't have forks or a seat. Could be some project in the future. Build it back up, get some bits on it. I'd like a set of Dorados. That would be the dream. Dorados and a TTX, Olin's TTX on the back. I'm still a little bit unsure whether I miss my, I don't know, what am I going to say? I'm still a bit unsure if the shock is going to be hitting this brace. I don't know. On paper, it says it's not going to, but there's about 1/4 of an inch when she's on the bump stop. I'm not sure how much more travel is going to come out of the bump stop. I don't know. If that does happen, there's a high likelihood it will damage the reservoir on the shock. You know, it's an old shock, but it's in really good nick, so I'd like to be able to keep it running. You know, they're really good shocks. It's like, I know it's old tech, but it does the job, innit? We'll see on the first run probably. So that's it. Next time you see me or the bike or the frame, it'll be built up and possibly ridden. We'll see. The weather's really shit at the moment. I'm not afraid of riding in the rain. I just don't want to get it wet on the first run. I want to try and keep it clean. I want to try and keep it, you know, to a state where I can have a look. Yeah, is that good? Is this good? Yeah. And then we'll take it up to the Molvans. That'll be good. That kind of was the plan. Molvans last year, 2022, it's pretty much when I said, yeah, I want to build my own frame. And I was kind of like researching, what did I want to build? How, you know, was it going to be a trail bike, enduro bike, downhill bike? Chatting with Ian, my mate, he's in Brighton now, was working with him every day talking about bikes, old 90s Huck bikes and Brooklyns and all that. Tora were doing their thing. The guy who does my tattoos, Scott, he saw Tora up there last year. They had a couple of Mark 1s, I think it was. The EVH that they got. No, it wasn't last year. Last year he had his orange one. And when I saw that in the flesh, I was like, there was a couple of the other ones up there. The I think the yellow Yamaha inspired one, Kenny, can't remember his name now. Yeah, I said to myself, yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna build Brooklyn inspired downhill frame. Why not? So that's why we've kind of gone full circle now, because it's almost August. Molvans is at the end of the month. We've got a little family holiday beginning of August. A little break in the middle. I got a couple of things to sort, and then we're off to the Molvans then. And that'll kind of be like the full circle. The build hasn't taken a year, but it's been a year since I said, yes, I'm doing it. So that's it. I don't know what else to say. But anyway, if you have been watching these videos, thank you for staying along. I might continue Project Pirate Bikes. It might even become Pirate Bikes, who knows? I don't know. But at the moment, it's just a project, and I'm a guy in a shed making a really heavy downhill bike. So, like I said, next time you see it, it'll probably be built up. I might do a quick video on how it all goes together. Another quick one, I clear coated the aluminium parts because why not? There's my dog bones they found on the floor, didn't they? All the parts now that I've got bearings in them, the seals have been popped and my grease of choice has been pumped in, which I always do when I buy any bearing. Apart from the bearings in here, now these seals are not they're not rubber seals. These are really oddball bearings. They come from black bearing or something like that. They're an oddball size, but the seals in them, they're so tight. It's like I really don't want to push a pick in to try and pull them out. There's not really a discernible lip that you can pop a pick in. I'll hold them up to the camera. So we got those ones. I'm not sure if you can. I'll try and zoom in. Yeah, it's not great. But these are like a standard 2RS 6901s. These are, and these are the oddball 19mm ID bearings. But the seal, I really don't want to be messing with that because, well, we'll see how they run, but I don't want to damage the seal. We'll see how they get on. So yeah, like I said, everything's been clear coated, give it a little bit of protection. I'm not expecting it to last. Anodization would be the way forward. Maybe it'll happen, I don't know, but everything's been clear coated, all the aluminium parts I've made, and we're ready to go. So I've built the wheels up. I have gone for the Goodyear Newtons. They're the ST ones. I think they were the first. What's the word? Iteration, is that what the word is? The first release of Newtons. They have changed them now to the like RM or MR or something. They got another sort of line. I think it's now they've got like more front and rear specific patterns. But you won't believe the price on these. I almost don't want to tell you because I'm keeping it as a bit of a secret to me. But they were like 19 quid each on Amazon. I've got them on my trail bike and I love them. I put them on prior to last year's Summer Jam with Tumba, the dig crew I'm with in the woods, and it was a Summer Jam, but it was like one of the wettest days you can imagine. And it was the first time I actually rode wet conditions on them, and they were pretty new. They were so good. They were so good. I've always been a Maxxis guy, but these, nice soft compound, really good 240 ply casing, I think it is. So got nice, firm sidewalls. Can't say much else about them. They look pretty sick as well. They look sick, don't they? But it's not all about looks. I don't buy things because they look cool. You'll know that if you look at my bikes. None of them really look cool. I buy stuff because it works. So yeah, slightly different profile. These have come out slightly. No, I probably can't show you. What are we looking at? Yeah, it's I got EX471s on my trail bike, and they're quite narrow, but I like a narrow rim. I'm not a big fan of a super wide rim. I like the shape that it puts into a tyre. Can't really see it from here. Yeah, all tyres and rim combinations give you different results. Tyre widths, but these are 2.6s. Slightly squarer profile now because there's a much wider rim on this. The EX, no, the EX. What are they? WTB. WTB 29 something. They're not 29-inch wheels, but I think they're 29-inch, 29 mil rims. But we'll run them up, see how they go. Brilliant. They're holding. Got some PTs. What's it called? Biofiber. Oh, nice. I'm not sponsored by anybody at all. I just buy stuff, like I said, because it works. First time trying this. Big old chunks of fibres in there. The syringe I used to put it in was blocking as it was getting put in, because of the size of the tube, which is a good sign. But in theory, is it going to work? I mean, like, that's great when you've got a hole, but like around like flat plains and stuff that needs a lot of coverage, I think the actual sealant is pretty good. I've always used this Effetto Mariposa Cafe Latex. It's a good one. I think it shows you there that it kind of foams. I've used it for years. I really like it. It works really well, and like you can kind of see. This is the high rollers, is it? High roller 2 that I had in, and it's like a really good lining on the inside, and it doesn't dry out. I mean, this looks like it's dried out, but there was so much more in there, so it works super well. It coats, like, yeah, it's a bit dry, but the front is still quite jizzy, and like never gets ridden. I think that stuff's been in there for about a year, perhaps. So it's okay. I'm waffling. I'll leave you. Cheers.